KAPPA-AUTOMATE Integral Filter. This video provides a step-by-step description of filtering high-frequency rates, which may be typical of an MPFM installation. Rate data are loaded under the production node. High-frequency MPFM data are usually loaded as point values. Any high-frequency gauge is labeled with the letters HF in the field hierarchy for easy identification. Once the gauge is loaded, a filter can be set up to reduce the volume of data. In setting up a filter, it is recommended to remove outlier points, data points that fall below the zero value, and points that have unrealistically high values. Using the red slider bar, a slice of 100,000 raw rate data points can be previewed. The goal in this step is to identify a slice of data which contains the most representative signature of the production data, so the filter settings can be tested and adapted on it before applying them to the complete gauge. In the filter settings, the integral wavelet option for denoising is recommended for high-frequency rate data. The delta uppercase Q is used to control the selection of points based on the cumulative volume from the last point. For example, if the value is set to 5,000 barrels, then the filter will force a point in the output after this cumulative volume has been reached. The delta T is used to force an output point every specified time interval. If this value were set to 6 hours, for example, then every 6 hours an output point would be placed. The delta lowercase q is a setting that controls when to place a point based on the value of the rate change between two consecutive points. This parameter is effectively used to pick points when there are changes in the rates greater than the specified value. A combination of all these parameters can be used to drastically reduce the raw data frequency or volume to have just a few data points representing the rate data. Once the parameters are selected and validated, KAPPA-AUTOMATE proceeds with filtering the gauge. This concludes this session on filtering production data using the integral filter.